Are we going? Oh, shoot. Okay, right back into it. We're not gonna fight that guy this episode, cause anyone who's played Pokemon Colosseum this far can tell you that guy's trouble. It's gonna take a whole separate episode just to get through that one trainer. So what are we walking in on here? These two butch lesbians are harassing this nice young man, this fine young gentleman. Not that there's anything wrong with being a lesbian these days. But anyway, I feel like the developers didn't really... Well, now it's gone, but the positioning of that character in the middle looked very odd. Almost like the developers couldn't figure out, character positioning. He just kind of looked like he was sitting up in a bed. Didn't look right. Okay, so this fight shouldn't be too overly difficult. We just gotta... Oh wait, hold on. Our trusty companion has to use her That's So Raven psychic powers to tell us which Pokemon has the purple gas or whatever. So anyway, yeah, this one should be easy. We got a Lemonade and a Spinny Boy or whatever. And two very flimsy Pokemon. Look at that, we just one-shotted him. Didn't even have to try. Down he goes. There sure are a lot of Johto Pokemon in this, aren't there? Isn't there some theory out there that they did that on purpose so that there'd be easier transferability of Johto Pokemon into Ruby and Sapphire? I feel like that's a real thing. Okay, so Remoraid shouldn't be too difficult of a capture, but he probably won't be very useful as a teammate, because as all those sweaty hardcore Pokemon nerds can tell you, Remoraid is statistically like the worst Pokemon in the game. Battles-wise, he really can't do anything useful. I mean, I thought the whole purpose of Pokemon, as they explained in the show, was it doesn't matter which Pokemon is the most powerful. All that matters is the friendship between you and your team. Just pick the ones you want. I thought that was the lesson, but I guess that was kinda lost on people over the years. So anyway, yeah, we caught Remoraid fairly easily. So here's something I don't get. So why doesn't Remoraid evolve into Mantine? Or is it Mantine? I'm gonna call it Mantine. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. But anyway, Mantine has like a small Remoraid attached to like the underside of its wings, I guess you could call them, for lack of a better term. And so naturally you would think that there's some kind of evolutionary connection between the two, but instead Remoraid evolves into something that looks absolutely nothing like it. And I do wonder if in the earlier stages of Gen 2's development, if the plan was to have Remoraid evolve into Mantine, but then for balance reasons they decided to change it. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. There's theories that happened with Gen 1 and 2. There was the evolutionary lines of Venonat and Caterpie. The thought was that Venonat would evolve into Butterfree because the eyes look similar. I think those sort of like early development evolution switches happen more often than we think. You know, all those behind the scenes decisions made by Japanese video game programmers. So in this next battle, Mantine is gonna be the shadow guy. Kinda wanted Apom instead. I wanted a cool little purple monkey to keep me company on my journeys, not this big flapping thing. There's nothing cool about a stingray. God damn, I cannot think anymore. Oh yeah, I was gonna say something funny when Mantine, or Mantine, my brain is just scrambled today. I had a joke planned that when Mantine came on screen I was gonna say, oh no, it's the thing that killed Steve Harvey or whatever. Or wait, no, not Steve Harvey. Well, the other guy, the other Steve. Anyway, yeah, that would have been funny if my stupid ass had remembered to say it, but too late now. Okay. Now that I keep looking at Mantine, maybe we will make him a party member at some point. I mean, not for many episodes, since these episodes are recorded pretty far in advance. The gameplay and the commentary are done separately, and I'm much farther ahead than this in the game, so if I did want to make Mantine a party member, it wouldn't happen for like another 6 or 7 episodes. So there's Bubble Beam. I think it was not Bubble Beam, but regular Bubble, I believe, is like the objectively weakest move in the game you can do. Or something like that. Somebody can look that up on Cerebi.net or Bulbapedia or what have you, and they can figure that out for me. So, this one seems to be going reasonably well. Before Apearm goes down for good, here's an Apearm story. I was watching a Simple Flips stream once. You guys know Simple Flips, don't you? Anyway, and he was trying to do like a Pokemon Crystal randomizer where you had to catch every single Pokemon, and I was trying to tell him that there was an Apearm in the trees in the forest, and he did not listen to me, and other chat members joined in on trying to tell him, and Simple Flips did not know. And that's a shame. I mean, I'm sure he caught one later on. It's like an 8-hour-long stream with multiple 8-hour segments to it, so it's not like he's just gonna miss it completely, but it would have been cool if Simple Flips had caught my comment that one time. Yes. The life of a Twitch commenter. All your thoughts and feelings just get lost in the ether in the hopes that a stranger will see them and emotionally validate you, even if only for a few minutes. What a life. Okay, so Mantine's defenses are a bit higher than I originally thought. It's gonna be a bit tricky to catch. I'm thinking we're gonna want to bring out Flaffy to paralyze him if things don't, things don't start turning around. I mean, look at how very little damage that bite did. Hopefully past me was thinking the same thing, and we're gonna send in the clowns, as it were. Oh, nope, we're just going straight for the catch. I guess October 25th me was feeling very adventurous. So what else to say about Pokemon? In the 3rd gen of Pokemon, they had that Deoxys special event. Ah, look at that. We didn't even need the paralysis. Good for us. Anywho, they had the Deoxys, like, mystery gift event, and I think they only gave them away at, like, special, approved Nintendo locations. Like, you had to go to a Nintendo store to have Deoxys put onto your Pokemon Ruby cartridge, and obviously that wasn't going to work for me, because since I live out in the middle of nowhere. I think the only, like, real location you could go was the Nintendo store in New York City, which, I mean, maybe there were other locations. I wouldn't have known of any. I mean, how many Nintendo stores were there in 2004? That's a shame. All these middle of nowhere weirdos like me are getting locked out of all the cool event Pokemon like Deoxys and Jirachi. And thankfully I had an action replay though, so I could just get it, that way. That's the thing about the action replay. It would just give you information that was already on the cart. So it's not like at the special event they were adding the information for Deoxys or Jirachi to your cart. It was already on the cart and they just, like, unlocked it somehow. So when I got my action replay, that was kind of weird to see, because it had Jirachi on there, and I had never even seen it before. I was just screwing around with the action replay, and suddenly in the PC box there's a Pokemon that I don't even recognize. And gosh, discovering action replays while also being a dumb kid who didn't know about all the extra stuff was a magical time. Because I feel like action replays kind of lose their magic as an adult when, you can just look up this stuff online. And in the case of that Jirachi thing that I mentioned, I probably would have known months in advance what a Jirachi was, because people on the internet would have spoiled it, as opposed to seeing it for the first time and not recognizing it in the game as a surprise. The internet ruins all fun things. So what was Mirror B saying on that closed-circuit television? Why is there like a red windmill powering that TV, by the way? I thought we were supposed to be in like the cool future or something. I mean, my character's dressed futuristically. Wasn't that the whole idea? It's the Pokemon future or some such nonsense? I don't know what time period this takes place in. I would, no, don't say that. Well, anyway, next episode of Pokemon Colosseum, we'll try to take on that infamously stubborn Quillfish, and it'll take the whole damned episode. So stay tuned.